In this video, we will take a look at a few more examples that apply the converse of Pythagoras theorem. So take a look at your textbook Practice Now 8, page 54. We take a look at the first question. Question number 1, part A. Okay, this question asks you to determine if each of the following triangles is a right angle triangle, and if it is a right angled triangle, please state the right angle over here. Okay, so taking a look at part A, from previous part, okay, we take a look at the three length in this triangle, which is your length 12, 10, and 8. So previously, we have also learned in your previous part of your in this chapter that out of all three lengths in a triangle, the longest length, if there is a 90 degree, it has to be the hypotenuse. Okay, this is if it is a 90 degree. If it's not a 90 degree, of course, we cannot even introduce the term hypotenuse. So with that in mind, that being said, you are able to label the three lengths, which means this could be your length A, 10 could be your length B, and of course, the longest length has to be your length C. Okay, so how do we actually show whether it is a right angle or not? These are actually a few steps that you need to follow. So can you write down the steps at the side over here? Okay, these steps are standard and it is not how you usually just apply a Pythagoras theorem, okay? Because in this case, you cannot apply directly Pythagoras theorem yet because you are not told whether it is a right angle. So these three steps you have to follow, it has to be in this format. So step number 1 is we always have to show what is the value for a square plus b square first, okay? Second one would be we have to show what is the value for c square. And last but not least, conclude whether it is 90 degree or not. Okay, I will use question number 1, part A, part B to show you an example of how we apply this converse of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, I'll give you some time, jot down the steps first. Okay, if you are not done, please feel free to pause the video. Once you are ready, you can continue playing. Okay, so previously we have already identified what are your length A, B, and C. So with that, we can actually first find out your step number 1, which is we evaluate your A square plus B square first, okay? But always follow the question because in this question, your A and B are given to be length AC and of course your BC. So you can actually write down AC square plus BC square, then you show us the value, which is your 8 square plus 10 square. Okay, 8 square plus 10 square, you end up with a value 164. This is what I meant by step 1. Show these two values to give you a final answer first. Okay, and of course, the second part, take a look at step number 2 would be I find out what is your C square first. And in this case, your C square is your length AB square. And that will be 12 square. And by evaluating 12 square, you will see that the value is actually 144. Okay, step number 3. So this is how you conclude. If you were to notice that these two value, okay, the one that I'm going to circle in green, this value for your A square plus B square and the value for your C square, if they are not the same, that means to say, of course, you know that A square plus B square is not equal to C square. And if it's not equal, then we can conclude that it is definitely not a right angle triangle. Okay, so how do we actually form all these or phrase this out properly? Just follow. Since this two length square is not equals to AB square, okay, which is actually your A square plus B square equals to C square, therefore your triangle ABC is not a right angle triangle. And of course, if it is not a right angle triangle, there is no need for you to identify whether there is a 90 degree angle or not. Okay, so this is for part A. Straightforward, you have to find A square plus B square, then you followed by finding the value for C square. Let's try one more. We take a look at part B. Okay, let me just write at the bottom here. Okay, part B, you have a triangle PQR. So same thing, I give you just 3 seconds. You must be able to identify what are your, or which is actually your longest length, which in this case will be your length C. Okay, so very quickly, once again, the longest length will be your PQ, then the rest can be your A and your length A and your length B. Okay, to show whether or to prove whether it is a right angle, let's first find out what is your first two length, a square plus b square first. That gives you 16 square plus 30 square. Press into your calculator, this will give you 1156. Okay, a square plus b square is 1156. Next thing would be your c square, which is pq square, 34 square, and pressing into the calculator again, you get 1156. Okay, having the two steps, step 1, step 2, we have shown that, or we have actually calculated both your length a square plus b square versus your c square. They are actually the same value. Okay, so knowing that they are the same value, let's form your conclusion. Since qr square plus pr square is equals to pq square, by your Pythagoras theorem, triangle PQR is a right angle triangle. Okay, but do not forget, you also have to answer which is actually your right angle over here. So in order for you to identify which is your right angle, you can always do a simple sketch. Okay, put in all your lengths over here. So take a look at the question. Your question will be your length PRQ. Because PQ will be the longest, this is 34. The rest will just be your 16 and 30. So the right angle has to be at angle R. So conclude angle R is the right angle. Final answer. Okay, before we move on, can all of you please put a star in this question, because it's important. Although very simple concept, but it's important for you to identify or for you to understand why it is a must for us to use this three step. Okay, instead of just applying a square plus b square equals to c square. Okay, and the whole rationale is because if you do not know there is a 90-degree, you cannot apply a square plus b square equals c square immediately. Okay, you have to prove it first. And how to prove it? You use these three steps. Okay, with that being said, let's move on to question number 2 here. Question number 2. XYZ is a plot of land such that you have 45 meter, 24 meter, 51 meter, and first part wants you to show that the angle XYZ is a 90-degree. Okay, so what we need to show is a 90-degree over there. So once again, question like asking you whether the triangle is 90-degree or whether the triangle is right angle, or showing that an angle is 90-degree. All these are usage of your converse of Pythagoras theorem. Okay, which means to say we have to apply your three steps over there. So let's find out what is your a square plus b square equals to first. Okay, what is the value? So just by looking at the triangle, you should be able to identify that I am taking a look, or I am actually making use of your triangle XZY over here, or XYZ. Okay, because your 90-degree is over here in this case. So with that, let's form out your first two length, a square plus b square, which is your xy square plus your yz square. Okay, substitute the value in, that will give you 45 square plus your yz square, which is 24 square. And with that, you will get a value of 2601. Okay, last but not least, you have your c square, which is xz square. That will be 51 square, and it will give you a value 2601. Okay, two values are the same. So therefore, let's conclude, since xy square plus yz square equals to xz square. Okay, let's make it a habit to write down the form, the theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, your angle XYZ is actually 90 degrees. Okay, sure. This is part 1. Let's take a look at part 2. Okay, part 2 says that you have a tree T which is located at XY such that ZT is 14. Find TX, which is the distance of the tree from X. So over here, TX is what you need to find. Okay, So since you have already shown that your angle XYZ is a 90 degree from part 1, we can actually now take a look at this smaller triangle XTY over here and make use of the 90 degree in order to find your hypotenuse, which is the slanted leg. Okay, because by a simple subtraction, you know that your length TY is actually 10 meter. Okay, so with that, let's just plug in your Pythagoras theorem straight, because I can now apply Pythagoras theorem because I know that there is a 90 degree, okay, which is an angle XYZ. So with that, I want to find your length TX. I'm going to apply your Pythagoras theorem straight, and I'm going to make use of the square root immediately. Okay, so since TX is your hypotenuse, it will just be your 45 square plus 10 square. Press into your calculator straight, you end up with 5SF, this value, and round it off to 3. That would give you 46.1. Okay, so this is for question number 2. Okay, straightforward question and simple application of both your converse and also your Pythagoras theorem. Okay,